But joining us today on Good Things is Miss Takiva Bell. She's the Executive Director of S.A.F.E, Shelter and Assistance in Family Emergencies in Tupelo, and they're gearing up for Paint the Town Purple event coming up in October, being that it's National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Hey, Miss Bell.
Hey, how you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm excited to get a jump start on something I think is something we should keep talking about and shouting from the rooftops, and that's domestic violence awareness. It's not a good thing, but raising awareness is. And
Absolutely.
so tell us a little bit about how S.A.F.E got started.
All right, so S.A.F.E has been in Northeast Mississippi for over 40 years ago. Something that most people don't know about S.A.F.E is that S.A.F.E was just a little grassroots that began actually in a mobile home unit. And from there, it began to expand and grow and become one of Northeast Mississippi's only dual shelters that actually place individuals dealing with domestic violence, sexual assault, and a 24-hour rape crisis center.
And how important is it to actually have somewhere for these ladies to be kept safe, right? Like it's in the word, right? Like how important is it to have those shelters or those safe havens of refuge?
It is absolutely important. It's important on so many different levels because most of the time when an individual, especially our females, reach out for shelter or safety, there's almost always a child involved. And so it usually becomes not only the primary victim that we'll look at as that female or that mother, but also those secondary victims that come in that are the children. So it is absolutely important that we have a safe place that they can go and give them an opportunity to have a fresh start away from the abuser. Because we found out that if they return home, it is likely that it would not cause harm to that primary victim, but also to that child, and give a risk of that child becoming a runaway child to avoid the domestic violence at home.
And it takes an incredible amount of courage for a female to find themselves in the position to finally step out too. And so you want them, when they finally do that, to have the resources that they need. So what other services at the shelter does S.A.F.E provide for these women?
Yes, so here at the shelter, typically if someone come in, they can basically come in with nothing. We're not asking you to try to grab your bags or anything. You can just come. We like to look at it if the victim has taken that first step to initiate to get away. We want to have a safe place for them where they can come. When they get here, we're open arms ready. If they need medical attention, we have the tools and resources available to get them the immediate resources of care that they need. We have therapy, not only for the victim, but also for the dependents that may come in. We provide them with transportation, of course, food, clothing. Let's say if they have to leave and they have to leave their medications as well. We have resources and partnerships with our medical providers in our local communities that work hand in hand with us to also ensure that they can get those medications. So when they come, it's an array of services and resources because no victim comes needing the same services. So we definitely individualize it to meet the needs of those individuals who we are receiving in.
Ms. Bell, you mentioned that S.A.F.E has been in Northeast Mississippi for over 40 years. That means it's got to be helping somebody, right, for the community
Absolutely.
to keep buying into the mission and understanding its need. And part of that is through your events that happen every year. I know it's not easy and it's not free to help these ladies when they come to your door. So tell us about Paint the Town Purple. What is this?
All right, so Paint the Town Purple is our biggest event that we do each year for domestic violence awareness. So this event kicks off October the 3rd. It's downtown Fair Park, and it's between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. And with this here, we're still looking for sponsors. We're still looking for individuals. If you want to donate purple cupcakes, we're looking for those things. So we're just looking for everyone in the community, in the surrounding areas to come out, be a part part of this event. We're going to have some amazing speakers that are going to be there. We're going to have information, resources. We're going to have our crisis team is going to be present. So you will be able to see individuals in your community that work hand in hand with our victims to help be a part of really just bridging the gaps of services and needed for victims in Northeast Mississippi. So we're inviting everyone in the community to come out, be a part of it, volunteer for the event, support this event, and definitely make a donation towards this event.
What's one of the biggest misconceptions, Ms. Bell, about domestic violence in Mississippi?
I think one of the biggest is that people look at individuals of, well, they choose that, or blaming or shaming. I think is some of the biggest things that we deal with when individuals are trying to leave a domestic violence relationship.
I can agree with that. And if you've got maybe someone listening, maybe they are, on the verge or in a relationship that just isn't healthy, or maybe they've got a friend or someone in their family that they know that they've been confided in that's maybe not in their best spot. How important is it to get help or to take that step or to at least reach out and find out what services are available, that there is hope?
There is definitely hope. It is vital. It is vital for the life of that individual and for any dependents that may be there. We tell them, the biggest thing that I would like for anyone who's listening today is if anyone come to you and they are sharing with you about a domestic violence situation, believe them. Offer them the hope and then tell them to call S.A.F.E. We will be more than happy to walk them through the process. And here's one of the other things. Not every victim have to come into the shelter in order to receive help. If you are someone that you know need the services, reach out. Not only do we do what we look at as our residential services, but we also have those outpatient services where you do not have to be in the shelter to receive these services. We are here to help.
I think that's so good, and it's so needed. And even though it's a tough topic, it's not really a fun thing to talk about. I think the fact that there are resources and organizations across our state, particularly there in the Northeast, that are there when needed or if needed. We hope it's never needed, but the truth is sometimes it is.
Absolutely.
And so we should at least have that in our back pocket, because you never know when a friend's going to confide in you, or you may find yourself in that situation, and just know that you're not alone.
That's
I think
right.
it's the most important thing. Where can we go to learn more about S.A.F.E?
All right, to learn more about S.A.F.E, definitely you can go to www.safeshelter.net. You can get on there. It's also, if there's someone who maybe is looking for services for themselves, there's also a link on there that you can quickly get out of it if need be. So it is a site that is ready and have the tools and resources for you to call anywhere in Northeast Mississippi as well as throughout the state of Mississippi for domestic violence help.
And then October, again, is Paint the Town Purple. If we want specifically to connect with you on that, how do we do that?
If you want to connect with us with that, we're asking, hey, you can give us a call at 662-841-9139. Again, that was 841-9139. And there is never, ever, ever anything too small to offer, to donate, or to donate or volunteer your time. We will gladly open our arms to receive it.
I hope somebody meets your need for purple cupcakes.
Yes. We're putting a call out for purple cupcakes.
I feel that just made me happy. I don't know why, but the idea of just a sea of purple cupcakes, painting the town purple cupcakes. I mean, you can't do nothing but smile about that, and then the good work that y'all are doing. So I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for this opportunity to share with our community today.
Absolutely. And again, she's right. If you know someone who needs help encourage them to get it. If you are someone that does, there are plenty of resources. I know you've got Mississippi Coalition for Domestic Violence out there as well that's doing good work. Just take that as your little nudge today, that there is hope and that you're loved, and get yourself and get your kids safe into some help.